Here are my picks for week 1 of the NFL season. I'm picking every game all season long and keeping track of my overall record and challenging you to beat me. I'll let you know how to submit your picks at the end of the video. So stick around and think about your picks while I give you my picks. Starting with the Detroit Lions going on the road to Kansas City to face the Chiefs. Personally, guys, I'm not a Lions believer. I correctly had them missing the playoffs last year, and I have them missing the playoffs again this year. And as a Chargers fan, I wholeheartedly want the Lions to win this game. I do not think they can keep up with the defending champs for 4 quarters just yet. Bryce Young is having his first game as a Carolina Panther in Atlanta against his division rival. Tough game to pick. The Panthers have the better defense, but Atlanta should have the better offense. I'm rocking with a team that has familiar scheme, coaching, and quarterback rolling over into this season to have a slight advantage over a team that's fielding an entirely new coaching staff with a rookie quarterback again on the road. Give me Atlanta. The next game, the Houston Texans on the road in Baltimore against the Ravens, is my lock of the week. I am 99.9% certain that the Ravens are going to win this game. And welcome CJ Stroud to the NFL. The Cincinnati Bengals have an interesting cross-state trip to open the year. I've went back and forth on this game for the last month, but ultimately I've decided to go with the Cincinnati Bengals as my pick. What I've seen from Deshaun Watson this preseason was improvements, but he's far from performing like his old self in Houston. And that's what it's going to take to keep up in this division and to beat teams like Cincinnati Bengals this year. We got another division rivalry game between the Jacksonville Jaguars and Indianapolis Colts. The Jaguars line up for this first game of the season with mismatches all over the field. They also have momentum and experience on their side. When we take out Jonathan Taylor, I think it's extremely unlikely that the Colts win this game. With Jonathan Taylor, I probably still would rock with Jacksonville. So now without Jonathan Taylor, I am definitely picking the Jaguars. Tampa Bay Buccaneers are going to see Jay Jettas and the Minnesota Vikings. And we are going to find out just how bad the Bucs are going to be here in week 1. Because to me, their season is riding on the back of that defense and how effective their run game can be. The Vikings have a great offense to test that defense, and their run defense is slightly below average, so that way the Bucs can test out their rushing attack. With all that being said, I think it's going to be a very, very long year, Tampa fans. Give me the Minnesota Vikings. An interesting one between the Tennessee Titans and the New Orleans Saints is going to go down in week 1. I am now fully in Derek Carr's corner, and this Saints team is low-key stacked. I think they got the front 7 to slow down Derrick Henry, who typically starts the years off slow, and have the offense to put up points on a decent Tennessee defense. Who dat? Who that think they're going to beat the Saints? I don't think it's going to be the Titans in week 1. Give me New Orleans. Up next, we got Mike's game of the week. The Bang Bang Niner gang is all up in arms that everyone's picking the Steelers to win this game. Well, I got some bad news, 49er fans. I am also picking the Steelers to win this game. I think they're going to jump out to a quick lead early in this game. And yes, the 49ers will probably crawl back in, but that's when the Steelers will slam the door shut in the 4th quarter and run away with this victory. This is also my upset of the week. The Arizona Cardinals are facing off against... wait, it doesn't matter. They're probably going to lose to everyone. The Green Bay Packers are going on the road to Chicago to face the Bears. And the Pack have owned the Bears over the last couple decades. Well, I think this is the game, this is the week that flips and Chicago starts to own the Pack. Up next, the Las Vegas Raiders are going to Denver to play the Broncos. The only way this works out for me is if somehow both teams lose. It's not really possible. I'm taking the Raiders, and I'm about to go on a little rant here about the Denver Broncos. Denver fans, you can continue to try and convince yourself all you want. This team that you're lining up with this year, roster-wise, is not better than last year's team. In the long term, yes, Sean Payton's going to bring an impact to the Denver Broncos franchise. But in the immediate short term, these players still got to go out there and play the game no matter who their coach is. Like I said, I'm taking the Raiders to beat the Broncos for the 7th straight time. Gross. Next, we have the Miami Dolphins coming to my backyard and playing in SoFi Stadium against my Chargers. Okay, I'm obviously blatantly biased. I'm taking the Chargers. But come on, be honest with me in the comment section. Fully healthy, this game's probably going to be electric and go back and forth. But Miami's already lost Jalen Ramsey. Teron Armstead is likely to play in week 1. He will just barely be getting healthy from the injury he suffered in training camp. Without those 2 players at 100%, you think Miami can match up with this Chargers team at 100% health? Really think about it. Maybe I'm just being biased. Next, we got the defending NFC champion Philadelphia Eagles going to New England to play the Patriots. And people are heavily sleeping on this game. Philly is heading to New England to go up against almost a mystery scheme on offense. And keep in mind, the Patriots are still going to have a great defense, with maybe the best defensive game planner ever. Game planning against the Philadelphia Eagles, who just put 20 games on tape last year. I'm taking the Eagles, but I wouldn't send this in as your lock of the week, y'all. Up next, another division rivalry game between the LA Rams and Seattle Seahawks. And Rams fans, fellow LA goers, I love you guys. You know me, I have a soft spot for every team that plays in this city, across all of sports. I went to Rams practice. I'm just saying, it's not going to be a great year for the Rams. The first Sunday Night Football game this year is a banger. The New York Giants are hosting the Dallas Cowboys in MetLife. And I don't know who to pick, like at all. I think Dallas has the better roster top to bottom. But NYG is loaded with talent as well. And they have the more creative / unpredictable coach to pull off week 1 wins like this. So I'm gonna rock with Dallas for now, because that's the team I think will win. And I may change this pick right before the game starts. And finally, the Buffalo Bills going on the road to New York as well to face the New York Jets on Monday Night Football. And this is it. This is where the Jets show what they got cooking in New York this year. The defense will no doubt be top 10. And the offense will simply now be efficient. Extremely efficient, in fact. And that's what it'll take for this team to win 10, 11, 12 games, whatever your prediction is for the Jets. Just sit back and watch. You'll see it in this first game when they beat the Buffalo Bills to open the year. If you think you can beat my picks and others, you joining my Splash Pick'ems challenge will support the free content that I create on this channel. To join, all you have to do is sign up for Splash and submit your picks. You can scan the QR code on your screen right now or head to the link in my bio. Last year, we had the worst season of my Pick'ems career so far. To make up for it this year, my goal is 70% correct. And I will capture that elusive perfect week this season. I appreciate you guys for getting me to another season. Let's make it the most fun, entertaining, and best one yet.